Prince's battle Harry reveals he was left in fetal position and didn't have support network for trauma in Dig at Royals in Netflix doc. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone having wonderful day. After watching this video, please subscribe button and keep watching video. Your subscription is very important. Prince Harry appeared to hit out at his family in his latest Netflix show, claiming he didn't have a support network after Princess Diana's death. The Duke of Sussex says he was left lying in the fetal position and bouncing off walls after leaving Afghanistan in his new project, Heart of Invictus. The new show explores the life of injured and ill military veterans who take part in the Paralympic-style Invictus Games. And in the second episode he opened up about his own mental health. He said, "I can only speak from my personal experience, my tour of Afghanistan in 2011 flying Apaches. Somewhere after that there was an unraveling and the trigger to me was returning from Afghanistan. But the stuff that was coming up was from 1997, from the age of 12, losing my mom at such a young age, the trauma that I had, I was never really aware of. It was never discussed and I didn't really talk about it." Harry says he suppressed his emotions like most youngsters would have done. He added, "But then when it all came fizzing out I was bouncing off the walls. I was thinking, what is going on here? Now I'm feeling everything as opposed to being numb. The biggest struggle for me was that no one around me could really help. I didn't have that support structure, that network, or that expert advice to identify what was actually going on with me." Unfortunately, like most of us, the first time you really consider therapy is when you're lying on the floor in the fetal position, probably wishing that you dealt with some of this stuff previously. In an earlier episode, Harry revealed chats he's had with son Archie about what the youngster wants to be when he grows up. Speaking to athletes at the Invictus Games, which he founded for wounded soldiers, Harry said what would make him proud of young Archie. The Duke told the crowd, "When I talk to my son Archie about what he wants to be when he grows up, some days it's an astronaut, other days it's a pilot. But what I remind him is no matter what you want to be when you grow up, it's your character that matters most." And nothing would make his mom and me prouder than to see him have the character of what we see before us today, you. Harry's wife Meghan also briefly featured in the documentary, sharing an emotional message about family. The Duchess of Sussex, 42, thanked the family and friends of the veterans taking part in the fourth episode. Meghan said, "Thank you so much for your service and thank you to all the family and friends who are here supporting you along the way. Because this is service, this is dedication, and this is the Invictus family." Royal expert Angela Levin says she believes Harry showed he feels superior throughout the doc. She told The Sun, "He was very grandiose because in the show he doesn't travel to do any interviews. He does feel he's very grandiose, and that's ironic because he's now a normal member of society. His mental analysis is that he's far too superior to need anyone." It comes after Harry surprised cinema goers at the California premiere. The Duke joked with fans and veterans at the release of his latest project. "Losing my mum at such a young age, the trauma that I had, I was never really aware of." Harry appeared at the showing at a cinema in Chula Vista in San Diego County on Monday night, reports Hello. After the screening he posed for pictures with viewers and well-wishers after speaking to the crowd. He joked, "Nice to see you all. It's nice of you to dress up for the occasion. No, suits and ties." He then added, "I wanted to say a huge thank you for coming out tonight. You guys get to see Heart of Invictus, which has been the last 2 years in the making, sooner than anybody else. It will be coming out on Wednesday, you guys get to watch it tonight, well, at least 2 episodes, to sort of whet the appetite for the rest of it." The show is airing almost 3 years after Harry and Meghan signed a multi-million deal with Netflix thought to be worth €88 million. The Invictus Games was launched by Harry in 2014 and the next contest is set to be held next month in Dusseldorf, Germany. The duo first put pen to paper on a deal with Netflix in September 2020, committing to a multi-year deal. The contract allows Harry and Meghan to produce documentaries, films, scripted shows, series, and children's programming under the title of their company Archwell Productions. This comes after the Sussexes have already seen several business ventures tank recently. Meghan's Archetypes podcast was dumped by Spotify, leaving the former actress' €18 million deal hanging in the balance. The mum of two was even branded lazy amid the end of her controversial podcast. There were rumors sparked that she didn't interview her own guests after one thanked a producer for being an excellent interviewer instead of Meghan herself. And only last year, the 42-year-old had her upcoming animated series Pearl chucked out by Netflix. She had been working on it with Elton John's producer husband David Furnish, but the show was canned as part of cutbacks amid a collapse in Netflix subscribers. Thank you for watching video.